Hey, Kate, did you see Taco Bell now has a Taco Lovers Pass?
Ooh. Does that get you to the front of the line?
That would probably be more compelling. So it's enjoy a taco a day for 30 days.
Okay.
And you can choose from Crunchy Taco, Country Taco Supreme, Soft Taco Supreme, Spicy Potato Soft Taco, Doritos Locos Tacos, or Doritos Locos Tacos Supreme.
There it is.
Are your options. Yeah. Now, one thing to note is that depending on which tacos you get, you're getting different values, right? So, they point out here, Spicy Potato Soft Taco costs $1. Wasting the pass.
How much is the pass?
$10 for the pass.
What?
And then a taco a day for 30 days. So I guess it's just that the Spicy Potato Soft Taco wouldn't be as good of a value as the other ones, but would still be quite a discount if it's normally $1.
I mean, I don't eat Taco Bell once a day, but $10 to get a taco a day for 30 days?
Yeah.
I'm down.
All right, so you do it in Taco Bell's app and get access to a secret menu that lets you pick which taco you'll like to redeem at a participating location. So I guess, yeah, you use the app each day of that 30 days. It's a one-time purchase available for, quote, an extended limited time.
I wonder if I could buy 2 passes for $20 to get 2 tacos a day, because I got 2 kids, Matt. Can't go to Taco Bell one day and be like, guess what? Today's your day to get a taco. Other kid, sit there and lick your chops.
My guess here is that you'll need to get the kids their own apps.
Oh,
and maybe lie about their ages and tie in credit card information for them. It says a one-time purchase, right? However, it can be repurchased when the original 30 days is over. So you could start up another taco pass after your original 30 days are up, but you can't be rocking 2 taco passes at the same time. Taco Lovers Pass, Taco Bell.
Gosh, we don't go to Taco Bell hardly at all, but I think I would go to Taco Bell just for this.
Yeah, so it looks like it just launched yesterday.
Okay.
So, you going to do it then?
Maybe.
Oh, check out the tacos on Kate.
I know. Hey, Matt, who invented the taco?
Who invented the taco? I do not know. Is this something I should know?
I don't know.
Someone in Mexico, probably, right?
Probably someone. Yeah. But I read on the New York Post that North Korean news outlet said that Kim Jong Un, his father, Kim Jong II.
Kim Jong Il, right?
Il? Am I saying that wrong?
Well, Kim Jong Un is the current dictator of North Korea. Okay. His dad was Kim Jong Il.
I-L?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then his dad was like Kim Il Sung or something like that. And he's the founder of like the People's Republic of Korea or whatever they're called.
I need to get better at Korean dictators. Okay, so Kim Jong-il had a fatal heart attack in 2011, but before he died, he invented burritos.
Wow.
If you read it on the internet, it's got to be true. And if North Korea tells you this is the truth, then you go, okay. No, it's from New York Post. So I'm not reading like North Korean propaganda or anything. But they are saying that he came up with the idea for wheat wraps years before anyone else did.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were posting pictures of people eating the wraps to back up their story. I'm like, it's a burrito. It's not a wrap. Why are we calling it a wrap? But I think it's funny that a North Korean dictator invented burritos long before anybody else had them.
Sure. Sarcasm alert for the children.
Total sarcastic.
Kate is joking.
I just think that's a funny story, right? Oh, yeah, I invented that.
Yeah, my guess is, well, both Kim Jong-un, the current dictator, and Kim Jong-il, they're kind of pudgy fellows, large men. They could have gone on a diet. I could see Kim Jong-il had a burrito, and he's like, oh, this is good. And then he wanted to introduce it to the whole North Korean society at large, because they're basically shut off from the rest of the world. They have no idea what life is like in the rest of the world.
So maybe
Brutal.
they do believe that he invented the burrito.
Oh, I guarantee. At the very least, they'll say that to anybody who might potentially be a North Korean official. But
Actually, I've been eating burritos all my life. No, you haven't, because my dad just invented them. Okay, no, I haven't. So maybe next week's story is Kim Jong Un invented the taco.
Well, it'd be nice. This is an opportunity for Taco Bell. They could have a Kim Jong Il burrito.
I don't know if you want ill in the name of your food.
Oh, even though it's just the one L.
Even if it's just the one L. Yeah, because when it's spelled, it looks like two. That's why I got confused. And not ill. Like, it's ill. Kids still say that these days?
Did they ever say it?
Yeah. Villain like a villain? No?
Heard sick before, but...
Okay.
That's sick.
Maybe we're hanging out with different kids.
I guess... No, you're probably right. Ill. Now I think about it, I've heard that.
Yeah.
We're hanging out with different kids? Are the kids using ill?
Only the North Korean ones. No, I don't know.
That's who you're hanging out with? Man, Kate, you are full of lies today.
I sit on a throne. Smell like beef and cheese.
And lies.
And lies.
I haven't had Taco Bell in years.
Oh, I love Taco. I haven't either, but I love Taco Bell.
I've had Taco John somewhat recently because they sent a bunch to the radio station as part of their advertising campaign. But Taco Bell, it's been way too long, or just the right amount of time, I guess, depending on one's perspective.
I like a good old-fashioned Crunchwrap Supreme. Or the Nacho Bel Grande, 86 the beans. And Soft Taco Supreme, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
They still have the gordita there?
I don't know.
Chalupa?
I don't know. Chihuahua?
TacoBell.com. And we go to the menu. Oh, they're featuring the Taco Lovers Pass right there.
Right there.
Yep.
Good job, Taco Bell.
Get a taco a day for 30 days, only on the app, it says. Favorites, new, online exclusives, combos, quesadillas, nachos, burritos, tacos, maybe specialties? That's where like the crunch wrap looks like it might be. Let's see. Chipotle, cheddar, there it is, chalupa. And yeah, gordita, so they do have those still.
There you go. Was that your go-to?
I think the last time I ate there, it probably was a chalupa would be my guess. At this point, being more carb conscious, Kate, I probably would just go with a regular taco.
Yeah.
Or a soft taco.
Was Taco Bell in your late night after hitting the bars menu?
Yeah. I was in a car multiple times in line at Taco Bell in Lawrence at 2 a.m. Yeah.
Yes.
You?
Yep.
Not in Lawrence, but yeah.
Leavenworth.
Oh, yep.
LV what?
LV, there it is.
There it is.
On cue.
I know.
On the specialties item here at TacoBell.com, they've got cheesy fiesta potatoes. Isn't that kind of almost a direct ripoff? They're not even trying to hide the fact that those are potato olays. Cheesy fiesta potatoes.
I mean, if you're familiar with potato olays, I guess. But
Olay.
If you're not, then they're just cheesy fiesta potatoes. I do enjoy the Taco Bell marketing campaign for the nacho fries. Those crack me up.
Haven't seen it.
Haven't seen it. Well, they're not there right now. So you're not going to see those commercials right now. But when they do, they're almost like mini trailers or mini movies.
What do you mean they're not there right now, but when I see them? What's that mean? Is it the seasonal item?
They are not offering them right now, so you won't be seeing those commercials.
So it's like their McRib.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. What was the item again? The fry nachos?
Nacho fries.
Interesting.
Yeah. And they're not bad.
Okay.
We caved. We thought, well, let's see what all the hype is about. And they weren't bad.
Not bad. Not a ringing endorsement. You'd rather just have straight fries from McDonald's, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. There's some McDonald's mention. All right.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Doobie-doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, Kate. So Friday up on a weekend, all that kind of stuff. Does that make dry January more difficult? I think this is going to be a test today, tomorrow.
A little bit, because it's Friday and you're like, ooh, weekend. What's going on? What are we doing?
And then your liver goes, remember me, Kate?
What you will not be doing, Kate, is drinking alcohol. So you'll be sticking with your gallon of water a day and...
No cravings or anything like that?
Not yet. It was really cold the other night, and I thought, ooh, a nice glass of wine and by the fire would be nice.
Yep.
But nope. I resisted.
Staying strong. Staying dry.
Staying dry.
All right. Good job.
Which sounds like I'm potty training or something, like, I'm dry. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Except for it's kind of like, I'm dry. Wah wah.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But I did see for others celebrating dry January with me.
Celebrating. I like that.
Celebrating. I'm changing my perspective here. We're celebrating our liver in all its functions.
Okay.
Corona is coming out with a non-alcoholic version of Corona. It's going to be infused with vitamin D, and it's going to be called Corona Sun Brew.
Wow. Okay. When's this out?
I don't know.
Okay.
You're going to ask me that, and I
always want to know these details. That's
fine.
Know. It's fine. So non-alcoholic, and then they put a bunch of vitamin D in there, which vitamin D is what you get from the sun. So
Sun Brew. Yeah, but it's probably not going to be as great as if you were sitting next to the beach, right?
Yeah. You and some other faceless person holding hands with a Corona between you or whatever the commercial looks like.
Putting the lime in. Yep. Bring some sunshine in a bottle during the dreary winter months. I wonder if the non-alcoholic Corona still goes great with a lime.
I would assume so.
I would assume so. Maybe that's my problem with non-alcoholic beer. I need to drink it like I would drink a beer. And if I would drink a beer with a lime, I should drink a non-alcoholic beer with a lime.
Makes sense to me.
Right.
That those would go well together. Because you're trying to fool yourself. You're trying to fool your brain into thinking that you're drinking alcohol with non-alcoholic beer, right?
Right.
I don't know, because a lot of people think, well, if it doesn't have alcohol in it, then what's the point? Because they don't really appreciate the taste of beer that much.
Right.
And I could see that. Like, I don't want to drink. I'm sorry, but this beverage does not sound appealing to me.
The Corona Sun Brew?
Yeah, that one I feel like needs alcohol in it.
Okay. I get that.
But if there was like a non-alcoholic stout or something like that,
okay.
Maybe.
Right. And I like the non-alcoholic wine that I've had, it's way too sweet for me. And because I like a drier wine, it's kind of like, meh.
What about grape juice? Can you have grape juice be a stand-in? Or is it nowhere close, do you think?
Oh, it's nowhere close. I like grape juice, but it's too sweet. In fact, I'm drinking a grape raspberry right now.
Ooh.
0 sugar, vitamins, and antioxidants.
Now this counts as your water because you mixed it with water, I assume?
No, it does count as my water, but it is just its own standalone sparkling ice. Flavored sparkling water.
So it's already a complete beverage when you received it. It wasn't a mix.
Correct.
Gotcha.
It's not go-go juice.
Sorry.
I know.
Have you checked back on the price on that?
Actually, I have. It's the same. But you know what my mom got me for Christmas?
I give up. Some of that.
She got me the price difference for go-go juice for a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So I've got some on order.
Now, for the listener, what is go-go juice? Because that's some word you made up for it, right?
It is. It's a vitamin drink that has natural caffeine and lots of vitamins and antioxidants, and it's really good for you. But it went from being $55 to $75, and one bucket would last me a month, and I didn't want to spend the extra money. And then my mom said, "Treat yourself, girl."
Nice.
Actually, she said Merry Christmas. So
she didn't say treat yourself, girl, like that?
No, she said she wrote me a really nice note, and she said that I'm worth it and I should take care of myself. So
is this actually branded, this go-go juice?
No, that's just what we call it in our house.
Well, I was trying to get you to tell the listener what it was called, and you said, it's a caffeinated
Sorry,
beverage.
I didn't know. I know. I guess as much love as we give to McDonald's and Taco Bell and all that stuff, I should say it's Zeal for Life.
Zeal for Life?
Zeal for Life.
Okay.
From the Zervita company, and they have supplements and they have protein shakes and they have other things, but I've always liked their vitamin drink. So I've just stuck with that.
And now you've got some on order.
Now I've got some on order.
Oh, what a thrill. What a fun gift from your mom.
Then I'm going to be getting my go-go on, Matt.
Yeah, should I be scared since you've been without go-go for months now, right? It's been a couple months.
Prepare yourself is what you should be doing. Prepare yourself. Yeah, my mom is so sweet. In my card, she wrote, as heard on the Matt and Kate podcast.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's right. Good reminder there, Kate.
Mm-hmm.
The Matt and Kate podcast is in your podcast player of choice and at KJ1055.com.
We need some sort of like sound effect. Like, you know, when you're reading audiobooks, but you can hear it, but you're reading it when you're a kid and they'd make that chime noise to turn the page. Do you remember that?
Kind of.
When you're a kid?
Along with a cassette.
Yeah. Read with me. And then it'd go, so you turn the page.
I don't know how that would work on a podcast, though, unless we're going to start publishing transcripts.
Or you could just, when you're putting it together, da-da-da.
Just put a random tone in there from time to time.
Yeah.
Okay.
A podcast tone. Kind of like the more you know. Oh, you must be talking about the podcast.
Oh, we need it for when we're talking about it on the air, is what you're saying.
There you go.
My brain is imploding right now.
Mine too. Sorry.
Okay.
Probably not helping.
Well, you know.
Teamwork's the dream work.
I thought you told me you had this great night of sleep last night.
I did.
What's happened?
But I'm awake now. So my brain goes, you're awake. Turn to mush.
Oh, is that how that works?
I think that's how that works. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I got to bed at a good time, and I woke up a couple of times overnight, and I am like, ugh. Feeling it.
I was ready for bed early, and then I got on my phone, and then I let the sleep timer on the TV put me to sleep, and I wasn't very smart.
Why?
Because I should have turned on a podcast and turned off the TV and like have the light out of the room and just, you know.
Oh, okay.
But instead, I watched a movie till I fell asleep and the sleep timer turned it off. So
that's better than just leaving it on all night, though.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, I hear you. There have been times I wake up in the middle of the night and my mind starts working on something. And it's like, dude, you've got to move your mind to a different place. And it's like, okay, where's my phone? Get it out and start reading whatever. And then now I've lit up my brain with all kinds of new stuff and light and all that stuff.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, how do you switch your brain to a new place? But you have to, you get out the phone?
Well, here's the thing. I've got plenty of printed books that I've been neglecting.
Mm-hmm.
And those just need to be bedside. And they are not.
Okay.
And I need to have the restraint to not go to Twitter, for example, most times.
Uh-huh.
And then instead open up a book with low light on. But I can't, Kate. I'm addicted.
I've got a present for you. I'm going to give you my new gift to myself. I got a new book lamp that you clip onto your book.
Yeah.
So you don't have the big light. You just have the light on your book. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe I should give that to you. So you can have it handy. Grab your book. Got your little light so you're not turning on a ton of light. Not turning on a screen.
Maybe a headlamp.
You going to go spelunking?
Yes.
I got a couple of those at the house. I could wrestle you up one.
I feel like is that clip awkward?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
I do have a really nice little, it's just the same amount of light, but it's on a stand. And instead of leaving it on my nightstand, I'll bring it into bed with the book and kind of use that. But then I have to move. It's another thing. So I've got a clip lamp. So I can clip it onto my book.
Dedicated for your books.
Yep.
Is that what it's made for, or were you resourceful?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, it's made for a book. But I don't have a book right now. I need to get a book.
Oh, really? I thought you were pretty well booked up.
I've had lots of things like stacked up, like let's read, and then I've read, and so now I need to do a little research because I went to the library earlier this week with the girls, and I just wasn't feeling the things that they had available in this giant space full of books, which means I was judging too many books by their cover. So I usually like to go in like with an idea versus like, hey, let's try this one randomly.
Well, what kind are you in the current genre right now?
I used to do a lot of murder mysteries, but I have a hard time reading those before I go to bed now.
Get scared?
Not so much scared as like my dreams are weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like, is that really what I want to be thinking about right before I go to bed?
Okay. Romance novels.
I haven't done those in a while. Kind of in the mood for historical fiction, actually.
Oh,
that's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
So what happens in historical fiction, like Abraham Lincoln can fly or something?
No.
They make up like the bones of the story are true, but
it's Abraham Lincoln's best friend from growing up.
Okay.
Like, we don't really know the relationship or what was their past or whatever, but
just a different way to tell the story, a different lens.
Yeah.
Okay.
It winds in with like the Civil War or something. But I think, I'm leaning towards like either World War II or maybe in between World War I and World War II. How about that?
Okay. So the reason I ask is maybe one of our listeners would have a suggestion.
Oh, yeah.
And you can find Matt and Kate not only in your podcast player of choice, but you can find Matt and Kate in your Facebook and then send Kate some suggestions there.
Facebook? Okay, have we talked about Peaky Blinders before?
Peaky Blinders?
Peaky Blinders.
No, I don't think so.
It's a show on Netflix. It's right after World War I. It's before World War II. It's set in England, but it's like an Irish mafia in England. And it is very violent show, but it's so good. Like, that's where I'm kind of leaning towards like a historical fiction. So, all right.
A book version of something like that.
Yeah. Like Peaky Blinders. And Matt, I feel like that should be homework for you. I think you would like Peaky Blinders.
Well, it's funny you say that. I was gifted a $25 Netflix credit, more or less.
Oh, yeah.
And I need to write things down so that I can binge a bunch of things before.
There you go.
I haven't activated it yet, but I'm trying to get a list. I know I need to finish Schitt's Creek, season 6.
Okay, that's good.
Because it was not available last time I had Netflix. But other than that, I'm pretty well. My concern is I'm just going to rewatch Arrested Development for like the 10th time. And not discover anything new. Yeah, that's kind of a thing I do.
I like that show.
Yeah, it's great.
I haven't finished it, but I like that show.
All right, so there you go. Send Kate your book picks, send me your Netflix picks.
Yes.
And it'll be the synergy that will result will be very Matt and Kate synergistic.
Yeah. Well done. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to start a list now, Matt. Things that Matt needs to watch on Netflix.
There you go. I thought you were going to say, I'm going to make a list of my enemies. You already have that, right?
I'm going to make a list of my synergistic. I don't know. I've never used that word before. Did you just make it up?
I think it's a word. Synergistic. It may be synergistic. Synergistic, yeah.
There you go.
Of or relating to synergy. Hooray. We learned about words on Matt and Kate.
Like highfalutin and synergistic. It's been a well-rounded week.
I was going to say, those were all just this week, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can go in my hover round. You remember those commercials?
Mm-mm.
For whatever reason, that song pops into my head from time to time.
And my Hoveround?
The Hoveround. Are you familiar with the product?
Mm-mm.
At all? So it is like an electric wheelchair. And one of the things I vividly remember, and this thing's been around for, this commercial I'm referencing has got to be like 20, maybe more years old. And yeah, the jingle, I can go, go, go in my Hoveround. And you would see these people go, go, going in their Hoveround. And the one thing that really stands out in my mind is they showed off how it could do a complete 360 inside of a minivan. And I was like, does seem like I could go, go, go in a Hoveround.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. From time to time, I think about getting an electric bicycle. I'm probably not going to get a Hoveround unless I have something that forces me to be wheelchair bound. But from time to time, I think about an electric bicycle. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
An electric bicycle?
Yeah, it's got an electric motor to it, so you can go like 25 miles an hour up a hill and not break a sweat.
There you go.
But I don't know if I want to drop the grand or more, likely more that I should. I don't have the guts.
You don't have the guts. Would you borrow one in a bigger city where you can go do touristy things?
Oh, like you're renting a bicycle or whatever, an electric one? Sure, yeah, I would do that.
Yeah.
The scooters, I've yet to check out any of these little rental micro mobility app places or whatever they're called. It'd be nice if we could rent a Segway, but those are kind of over.
I don't know. I think those kind of. I think I'd rather have a scooter than a Segway.
Because the Segway's dorkier than the scooter? Is that what you're indicating by?
No, I don't know why I would feel safer with a scooter than a Segway. I really don't know. Maybe because there's more distribution of how you're standing. I'm not sure. If you are in a Segway, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time saying that. If you're on a Segway and you hit a bump and you just like eat it right there with a scooter, do you have a better chance of like jumping off versus like...
A great visual.
I know.
I don't know. For whatever reason, my natural inclination is to think that the Segway would be safer. But alas, it's discontinued. They no longer make it.
Alas.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Now it's just the hoverboard where there's no stick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's just another form of breaking your neck.
Yeah, you can fold your arms over each other and self-propel like your Magneto from the X-Men.
Nice.
Except not floating through the sky, just kind of.
Except not really.
Just 8 inches off the ground or whatever the clearance is there. Yeah.